Live from Hickory, it's country-ish. Alan!
Just a country boy, and he's making it good. He was y'all's underdog, dressed in overalls, living next to the woods. He liked to eat the sushi, but he don't even fish. Not so much a country boy, it's more like he's country-ish. Moved out of Hickory and headed for Southern Cal. Wound up in TV and film, making popsicle proud. Now this country boy is back with his family. Got himself a podcast, he knows it'll last, 'cause he's in Hickory.
We good? Hey, everybody. Welcome to episode 58 of Country-ish. My name is John Reap. We're live right now on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. We're everywhere as a podcast as well. Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Pandora, you name it. We're on it. Rate, review, subscribe, and share. We got a great show lined up. We got residual checks. So in about 15 minutes, we're going to open the phone lines, and we're going to play How Much is the Residual Check game. Very funny comedian, good friend Dusty Slay is going to zoom into the show, and we have an amazing story about in the small town news segment about squirrels attacking people. Have you ever been bitten by a squirrel? I want to know. Leave it in the comments section. But first, let's get to the man sitting across the table. Well, I forgot to do this. What up, bumpkins? I always have to say that. That's what we call the country-ish fans. And we're growing, and it's because of you sharing. Share. All right. Let's make some introductions. Sitting across from the table, very tall man. Comes in around 14 feet, 37 inches. Yes, do that math. Also known as the Southeastern Man of Mystery. How are you, Sebastian?
I'm fantastic. Next time I'd like to be a metric, though. It's taller than metric.
I'll have to figure that out. I wonder what that is in the metric system.
We'll
14 feet, 37 inches. What is that? You think one of our interns might know?
They should probably figure that out.
Well, look, let me do this while I'm at it. We got two interns that are taking your comments live as we're doing this. We got, intern Isaiah, the young man without the mask, is on Facebook. He's reading the Facebook comments. And next to him is Elliot, the intern, and he is checking your YouTube comments. Leave a comment, and these guys can, at some point I will go to them. They can tell me what's going on. Elliot, do you happen to know what the metric equivalent of 14? No, don't.
I'll get back to you on
that. Yeah, look it up. Also, we have the Alan Jackson switching. We've got Amar, and we switch it out from time to time when you're here.
Yep.
And when Marcus Stamos is here. And did you tell me in the beginning that you've actually acquired him as an intern somewhere?
2021, yeah. I've got an intern now.
So wait.
Celebrity intern.
Now, do I have to go through you to get permission to have him on the show every other week?
Well, only on the off weeks. You have him.
Okay.
I get him on the even, you get him on the odd.
Got it. So right now,
yeah,
he's working for you.
Yeah.
And he's back there.
He's back there.
But not on camera.
He's not on camera.
I like that. It's your turn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. What's going on? I haven't seen you since, we've had New Year's Eve.
Yeah. Well, tell me about, you were in Nashville bringing in the 2021. Any buildings blow up? Anything going on there?
We dodged bombs and bullets and everything.
Stayed away from the AT&T store, I guess, huh?
My hotel was a block from there.
Wow.
Yes. I could see the top of the building from the balcony. They had the hotel I was at was nice. It was a Drury Inn downtown. And they had on the 8th floor, they had a rooftop sort of bar, indoor, outdoor pool, jacuzzi. So from there, you could see the AT&T building, and I'm like, whoa, this is very close. But The shows are great. We did 2 shows New Year's Eve. We did 2 the day before New Year's Eve on the 30th. And they were packed, socially distanced packed. They took out tables, so it didn't look empty, but it was good. And I saw a lot of comedian friends. Reno, Dusty, who will be zooming in a minute. Theo Vaughn. I got pictures. Yep. You want to see some pictures?
Yeah, let's check them out.
Yeah, well, the Alan Jackson, if you have access to some of these pictures, we can share some of them. It was fun to catch up. So that was me and Brent Blakeney and Mike. We were that was the whole show, just us 3. This is the green room. Now, do you see how the wall is different colors?
Is this where
That's where someone ran a truck through the comedy club. And I'll stand up and show you what I'm talking about. So this door behind Mike leads to the stage. And as you can see, that's 2 different colors. And that is because they just repaired and painted that wall. Because a truck came through the wall. It was fun joking about that all weekend.
Yeah. 2020.
Yeah, that's the total 2020 move. And, the jokes were like, that's VIP parking at the best. That's, someone said Kool-Aid. He showed up and bust through the door. But yeah, so that's one picture. That's a green room. This is one of the best clubs in the country, by the way. All right, what's next? The Alan Jackson. Oh, okay. So this is Dusty Slay.
One of the best hair.
Oh, all around.
Kind of comedy.
Best frames, best facial hair, best hair. And if you notice, he is standing in front of a headshot of John Heffron.
Yeah, I see that.
And so in an episode of Heffron and Reap, we were in the green room with Reno Collier via Zoom. And then Dusty Slay was there. And apparently John, who was supposed to zoom into Dusty's Instagram show, got the time zone all wrong and didn't show up. And Dusty is not letting him off the hook. He's like, you mean to tell me you've been a national headliner for over 20 years, been to every state in this country, and you don't know time zones? And so Dusty is pretending to look at his watch like, where's Heffron? I don't know, but he's not wearing a watch. So that's the story behind the picture. What's next? Oh, I forgot I sent you that one. Sorry. Yeah, I do yoga from time to time.
Is this your Diamond Dallas Page mobile yoga
studio? This is how I do it. This is how I set it up. I've got... I'm sorry, Al. All right, so look, up here, that's me taking the picture of my setup, and that's my computer, and this is the iPad down here. And so I've got, like, when I go on the floor, I can still look at it. So if you're down here, I can't look up there. You know what I mean?
Oh,
so you get on the ground to do yoga stuff on the ground, I can't see up there. So I've got 2 cameras going. Alan, I think you should be impressed with this setup. As an amateur videographer myself. So that was I forgot I sent you that one. Okay, let's go. Oh, yeah.
There's Theo.
There's me and Theo Vaughn. This is New Year's Eve. What they did was they shut the doors on New Year's Eve. They said, okay, good night. And then they had a private little speakeasy
I've been
party.
to one of those with you.
Yeah, those are fun. Mm-hmm. At Nashville?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they say, we're done, good night. And then the staff,
we just
other
begun.
comedians show up, and it goes until we say it's done.
Yeah.
That night went till 3:45 in the morning.
I'm sure.
Yeah. But it's good to see Theo. He has agreed, by the way, to be on this podcast. So if you're watching this, Theo, or fans of Theo, I'm holding your feet to the fire, buddy. All right? Are you a man of your word? Because it was funny, like in the green room, he'd text Lucy, who's the one who books the comedians. Theo texts her, like, hey, is it cool if I come by the club and do like 5 minutes before John? And she told me that. I said, tell him only if he agrees to be on the podcast. Yep. And she laughed. I said, I ain't joking. That's the rules. And he said, of course. And so there we are. What's next? I like his gold chain.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So then Reno decides to invite us over on New Year's Day to watch college bowl games. And he grilled out for us, made some steaks, made some ribs. And that's me. That's Reno on the left. And then the guy right next to me who looks like a smaller, skinnier version of me.
Yes.
That's Mark Ryan, a.k.a. Steve Jessup. That's the drunk DUI lawnmower guy.
Oh, yeah, he's in Nashville, too.
Yeah,
right?
he just moved to Nashville.
Yeah.
So he was there. You got Dusty and Brent Blakeney in the back, the tall one. And we're holding these cups that Reno stole from a comedy club in Chattanooga. And so the reason why we took this picture was to send it to the owner of the comedy club. Look at all these free cups we have in Nashville we got from Chattanooga. So that was the meaning behind that picture. But what else we got? Anything else, Alan? Oh, yeah. So then this is the after party. It's karaoke time.
Karaoke time.
So we did karaoke. There's Brent's taking a picture. I'm pretty sure I'm probably singing Keep Your Hands to Yourself at this point.
Yep.
That's the go-to. What we got next, Alan? Oh, that's Dorfman. He's the owner of the club. Very cool guy. Been around for years. That's a little bit of the inside of the room. I think that's all of them, right? Oh, that's Mark. Yeah, Mark sent me these. Good times. I mean, we look very similar, don't we?
You do look like
the
a
ginger
drunk
beard, and it's almost the same
lawnmower
length.
guy.
Yeah, he has a bigger smile than I do. So these masks that I have where my face is too big,
Yeah.
it looks like he's wearing that version of the mask. So, yeah, we had a good time in Nashville, man. Happy it's still there. No bombs, no cars came through the door this time.
Fantastic.
Now, since we've been gone, I also want to congratulate you on something. I know that you just won your fantasy football championship.
That's right. The FFW.
Yeah, what's the name of your league?
WFF.
You don't know the name of your league.
No, but
You're
I
the
am.
champion.
I'm the 3-time champion.
Oh.
3-time champion.
3 times? How, has anyone won it more than you?
Our commissioner's won it 3 times, supposedly, a little asterisk beside one of them, but he's won it 3 times.
So
yeah.
maybe because of the asterisk.
I probably have got a step above that. And then plus, I'm like Michael Jordan. I've never lost a championship. I could be in the GOAT conversation probably with this.
You might be the greatest of all time.
I could be.
At fantasy football.
And this has been great. It's been a 16-year league, but I've only been in 9. So
you really don't know the name of the league, though? Can you? I'm asking you honestly, what is the name of your league?
It's FFWWL.
You don't know. This is great. I love that you
When I
win.
get the trophy, it's on the trophy. I'll bring the trophy in and we can look at it.
Also, I saw you post something on Facebook.
Yes.
And you printed it out.
Well, I wasn't even going to show up tonight, I'm going to be honest with you. Because,
Dude, a lot of people wouldn't.
I mean,
After this.
yeah. I mean, I'm.
Can we talk about this?
Sure, yeah.
All right. Look, we're going to open the phone lines here in a minute, but real quick, we got to go over this letter. You received a letter in the mail. Not an email.
No, this came directly.
This came in this. This is old-fashioned snail mail.
Absolutely. It's important stuff when it comes that way.
From Canada Trust Bank.
Yeah.
By a guy named Daniel McFarland, who only leaves an email address.
Yes.
Can I just read this?
You can read it, yeah.
Well, you want to take a turn? I'll read it.
Yeah, it's up to you.
I've skimmed it. I
Okay, go ahead.
love this thing.
You do it? Okay.
And when I'm done reading this, we can chime in and figure out how to respond to this dude.
Okay.
If you're up for it.
Yeah.
Dear Geo Setzer, I am aware that this letter has come to you as a surprise, as we have never met before or handled any business deal in the past. Nevertheless, I have contacted you with genuine intentions, and I can hope and can trust you that this inheritance opportunity, which I explained below. My name is Mr. Daniel McFarland, an account manager with TD Canada Trust Bank. Is that a real bank? It's probably a real bank.
Yeah, it's a real bank.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ontario, Canada. I retrieved your contact address in my search for the next of kin to a deceased customer at our bank, Mr. Geo Setzer.
That could be short for George. Or
he had no time to
he missed
type
the
rest of
R
that
and
name
G.
out. He had time to do 5 more paragraphs, but not
He missed, yeah. I mean,
not the George part.
he might be a nickname.
Yeah, Geo Setzer. Okay. A citizen of your country who lived and died in Toronto from cardiac arrest in the year 2010. Now, did you know that your distant relative in Canada died 10 years ago?
I did not know this. This was news to me. Unexpected news,
Right.
but wonderful news.
Oh, whoa, okay.
Yeah.
You're not tore up about it.
I got over it in about 34 seconds.
He says, unfortunately, this customer died in the state Now, I'm not sure what he meant here. Interstate?
Interstate.
He meant to say this customer died in state, leaving his bank account with an open beneficiary status. All efforts made by our bank to locate his relatives have been unsuccessful. So I decided to write you, as I have monitored this account in the bank for almost 10 years now, and no one has come forth with any claim. I would like to present you to our bank as his next of kin to claim his dormant account worth $9.2 million.
And that's where you cue in the money music, Alan.
Okay, look, this is obviously bull.
Are you serious? Think so?
I like how he doesn't say how he got your info.
Well, I mean, I figured it was, now that we're big stars all over the country, and they probably got it from there. They just found me. See, they Googled us.
So Daniel's watching, possibly.
Hey,
What's
Daniel.
up, Daniel? I'll just keep going. He says, you will apply. Now he's telling you what you will do.
I need to do this.
Yeah. You will apply to the bank as an extended relative to the deceased customer, while I work from the inside to make sure all needed information and evidence are provided to you to back up your claim that you've not done yet.
Yep.
The account has an open beneficiary status, which is why I have contacted you to come forth and claim the funds as the next of kin and beneficiary, since he is from your country, and you both share the last name. It is easy for you to become his official next of kin. Man, I wonder what Roy Reap would have thought of this. If we do not make claim to the funds now, the funds will be reverted back to the system as unclaimed estate at the expiration of a 10-year dormancy period. So he's telling you,
statute of limitations is coming.
timeline.
I've got to make a move.
He's had 10 years to ask you.
Yeah.
But now the clock's a ticking.
It is.
Do you want this $9.2 million or don't you?
I do need the $9.2 million.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna.
What do I need to do?
I'm gonna finish this out. I assure you. Well, yeah, right there.
He's
got it.
right
That's
there.
all
You
you
can
need.
trust it. He's assuring.
He's assuring it.
Yeah.
It says it right here.
It's right there.
And you can't spell assure without ass. I want you to know that.
That's right.
I assure you that this transaction would be handled under due inheritance procedures, and every necessary legitimate arrangement will be put in place to make you the real beneficiary of the inheritance funds. It also requires all confidentiality at this stage.
Yeah, we don't need to tell anybody about this.
Yeah. And I believe that you are ready to keep this absolutely secret.
I am ready.
Until you are able to claim the funds from the bank.
I am so ready.
Once the funds are released to you, it will be shared between the two of us. So, Daniel McFarland's looking for a little coin on the side.
Don't worry, I got Daniel.
I mean, he deserves a finder's
He's working
fee.
for me on the inside.
That's right. He's working for you on the inside. Please send, this is where it's great. Please send your response to my personal email. And I'm going to give everyone this guy's email. But don't email him until we figure this out. I'm going to do it, though. Daniel MC at farlandconsultant.com. That's DANIELMC at FARLANDCONSULT.com. Okay. So he wants you to respond via email, indicating your readiness to proceed with the transaction. Then I will give you more details, and we will and we shall have in-depth discussion regarding a successful completion of this transaction. He awaits your response. How are you going to respond to Daniel McFarland, and what are we going to do with all that cash?
What are we going to do with all of it?
How did he find you? It never says how he got your information, because this came to your business address.
Came to my business address, yes.
So,
how
come I've never gotten one of these? I'm jealous.
Well, he probably realized, there's
don't
probably
have a
not
cousin.
a lot of reaps in Canada.
Yeah. There's not many Geo Reaps out there in Canada. So here's what we should ask people to do, I think, if you're cool with this.
Yeah.
And we're not, he didn't have a phone number. He don't have an address. It's just an email address. So how do we respond to this dude?
Well, we need to see if we can get him to respond back to us.
Yeah.
I thought it would be really cool if we could get him to. I would love to get him to call.
Ooh.
Maybe we get him to call the show.
That's a good
we
idea.
record it.
Yes.
And then see what he needs from me. I mean, does he need bank accounts? What does he need so we can transfer this money?
Okay. All right. Now, when you respond to him, I don't know, and maybe the interns know, maybe people at home watching know, is it safe for you to respond to this dude with your actual email, the one that you use every day?
No.
Elliot's shaking his head. Maybe we need to create a new account.
Create one.
A fake email for you.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to create a fake email account. All right, I gave y'all the email, but don't email him yet. Let's play this out. Let us play it out first. You reach out to him, give him the phone number to the podcast, and tell him to call in next Tuesday when we're going live and see if we can talk to this dude.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, and I'll just be
But now, if he does send me the money, I probably won't be here.
right. I'll find you. we got 17 interns now.
Yeah.
And these guys are bloodhounds.
I've had
they
a lot
do
of
not
offers,
stop.
though. I mean, my kids are sending me messages, they want them to know about the money, and
Yeah.
I've got some girlfriend opportunities now.
This is great. Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of action. You can fill out online the form for that if you'd like to.
Oh, there's like a resume now.
We got to do a
be your
resume now.
girlfriend.
Yeah, you got to
Okay.
be.
All right, well, let's see how this saga plays out. And speaking of phone calls and going live, do we have people on the phone? Okay. The Alan Jackson is shaking his head. I think it's time for us to play this game. As you can see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 envelopes right here. These are from the Screen Actors Guild, and these are checks that I get from time to. I've done some acting in my day.
I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done some films, done some TV shows, commercials.
Yeah.
Did some adult films. I'm not proud of, and they have to pay you.
Yep.
Huh?
Nothing.
When they do these, and they're called residual checks. I don't know how much they're for. I don't know what they're for, but I figure we'd make a game out of it. I'm going to open up one of these checks. I'll let you choose which one. I don't know which one. I'm not opening them. He'll pick it. I'll open it. I'll tell everybody what it's for and how it's airing, and the closest one to the amount wins the game. If you get it exactly right, I'll give you the check. It's a game that we like to call
How much is that Screen Actors Guild Residual?
check. Nailed it. Wow.
So I'm going to pick one.
Yeah.
And for all the naysayers out there, I see some comments every once in a while that
Yeah, I don't know.
you do not open these
I don't
up.
open them. They're not. I don't pick them. I don't open them. I sit on these.
Yep.
And here's another reason. I know these amounts are usually ridiculously low. So I'm not in a hurry to open them.
Oh, you don't need the $13.
So I don't, I don't know what it is. But sometimes they're not.
Sometimes they're big.
You choose this one?
I'm choosing this one, sir.
All righty. Let's crack her open. I feel like you should make your intern do this, but I don't want him to run in
Can we
here.
get him to come up?
Yeah, is your intern Marcus Stamos close by?
Mark,
Does
can
he
you come
want
to
to? Does he want to crack this open? I feel
Can
like
you come open to Mark?
you have to tell him what to do.
Mark, can you come open
I
this
don't-
check,
I
sir?
don't tell him. Just kidding. Door's locked. I need you to stay out.
That's okay.
Go on now.
We'll get it now.
It's
I'm
not your
sorry.
week.
I can,
It's your next week.
Sorry.
Stamos, we set that old thing up. That was fun. I love Marcus Stamos. That was a fun little joke. We locked you out, and we had a camera on the door.
The door cam.
Little door
brand new.
cam, dude. You walked right into it. Okay, this is great.
Oh man, you should be.
All right, I got some money here. Okay, this is one check for an episode of One Mississippi.
Oh,
Yeah, the episode was called Light of Love. Now, have you seen? Have we talked about this?
One Mississippi. Is that the?
It was on Amazon Prime. Tig Notaro, comedian, she had her own show called One Mississippi, and I played her brother's. What was it? Her brother's best friend from college, and I was also a Civil War reenactor.
Yeah.
And so this is for one episode of that for paid television. Sebastian, how much is this register check?
$16.
What? Go ahead.
And 46 cents.
Okay, see, this is also like a poker game because I want people watching this to have time to adjust their guess to my reaction to his guess.
Yes.
Did you see what I did when you said your guess?
You were shocked and all.
Shock and awe.
Yeah.
All right. The Alan Jackson, are you writing that down? Okay. How many people do we have on hold?
A lot. Let's roll them.
Well, then I don't know if we let these guys in there play. Quickly, Isaiah, what's your guess?
$65.59.
Notice the
What is
reaction.
wrong with this kid?
At least he
Did
went
he not
high.
just see my reaction to you?
He's young.
He's lock him in, dude.
Yeah,
that's it.
69.
He said 65.
Oh, 60,
I did.
559, right?
Yeah, either one.
Yeah. I just blurted something out.
Quiet. Elliot.
1712.
All right. Does Stamos want to play? As long as he's on that side, he can play. He's not approaching us at all. Right?
He's pissed.
All right. Let's go to phone lines. All right. Let's see what your guess is. All right. I mean, look, I can guarantee you it won't be for $9.2 million.
Just doesn't matter to me now that I got the money. I don't even care about this check.
All right. You're on the phone with me, John Reap. Who am I talking to?
This is Josh Elkins.
Josh Elkins. Yes?
Yeah, man, it's Josh Elkins.
Did I play fantasy football with you? I mean, flag football.
No, you didn't.
Correct. I was quizzing.
No,
you.
I actually asked you when you were at Nash Vegas if you could still do the worm.
Oh, yeah. No, I can't. But I hope to get there. If I keep doing DDP style yoga, I'll get the worm back. Don't you worry.
I believe in you. I think you can do it.
You've been listening on hold. Give me a good guess.
I'm going to say 23 even.
23 even. All right. Lock him in, and let's go to the next phone call. We got a lot of people on hold. A lot of people want this check. And you're on the phone with me, John Reap. Who am I talking to?
Mike Atwood.
Mark Atwood. Where are you calling from?
It's Mike Atwood.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Where are you calling from, Mike
I'm calling
Atwood?
from Mayodan, North Carolina.
Mayodan.
Is he trying to say Maiden?
Nope. Mayodan. Maydan. Mayodan. Or Don. Mayodan.
M-A-Y.
Almost Virginia.
Oh,
No kidding.
D-A.
Oh, I thought he was pronouncing Maiden in a funny way.
No, that's
Oh,
Mayodan.
that's a real
yeah.
deal. Okay.
It's a real deal.
Well, thank you.
No, we country.
Go ahead.
Kind of like Hickory.
Oh, sweet. All right, buddy. You got a guess for me?
I'm going to guess $62.48.
Lock him in. Thanks for calling. I'm rooting for you. You guys, I'm telling you, read my
John
face.
Reap.
Yeah. We got a new caller to the Alan Jackson.
That's it. Okay, now we do.
All righty.
Hello.
John Reap here. You're on the phone. Who am I talking to?
This is your friend Roseanne Henshaw from Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Roseanne Henshaw. Roseanne
Henshaw.
Thank you, Elliot. All right.
I was
Rose.
so honored that you had chose me or my little segment that when we first talked to being on the Best of the 2020 show. I saw, heard it, and looked at it, watched it. I thought that was so sweet of you.
Well,
Thank you
earned
so
it,
much.
Roseanne. You earned that title because that was the hardest I've ever laughed on the show, and that was 2020. And now we're here. Here we are in 2021. We're still talking, and
Yeah.
I appreciate you calling back in. I hope you had a good New Year.
Oh, it was quiet.
No bird
But,
noises.
I learned It was kind of quiet, but I mean, and watching the TV was a little boring. But I learned one thing that or at least I learned one thing is if your cat purrs when he sees you naked, does that make him a pervert?
Oh man, I just want to
And
give
that
her
cat
the check. I just want to give
ahead.
it to her. All right, Roseanne, thank you. That was perfect. What's your guess?
Yeah, basic. My guess is $46.96.
Okay. All righty. Lock her in at that. Okay. Now, for people watching this at home, when you made your guess,
Yes.
do you remember how, like, whoa?
Yeah.
And I don't know why people aren't hovering around that number. I don't understand it.
They thought you were throwing them off, maybe.
Maybe that's my poker face.
Maybe it is.
Okay. All right. The Alan Jackson, how many more people got? 1,700?
Yeah, we got a few more. We can do 3 more.
Yeah, let's do 3 more.
All right, here we go.
All right. All righty. You're on the podcast. No, Country-ish show. Who am I talking to?
Hello, country-ish fellas.
Hi there. Who's this?
This is Samantha Dunn.
Oh, okay. Well, you threw me off there. Your voice sounded different for a minute. All right, Samantha, thanks for calling back in. Hope you're doing well. Do you have a guess for us?
I'm going with 1725.
Ooh,
Okay.
look at the eyes light up on that one.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. I like it. Now, some people pay attention.
Yeah.
All right. Samantha, super
fan Samantha.
who made us this very thing right here that we use to put keys and our letter opening knife from Herschel Panel. Not Roy Reap, not Geo Setzer.
Herschel Panel.
We don't know if he's got $10 million in the bank we don't know about. Lock her in. The Alan Jackson. Let's get another phone call up in here. We got 2 more guesses, I'm thinking. All right. John Reap here. You're on the show. Who am I talking to?
Hey, buddy. How are you doing?
Rick Sanford III. How are you, buddy?
Good. Hey, Sean. How you doing, Shorty?
I'm good, Rick. The only man that matches me in height. That's why I don't come to
He's
Virginia
the only
anymore.
one that can call you Shorty. That
I know.
of.
You're right.
Rick Sanford is also a very tall fella.
Very tall.
All right, Mr. Sanford III. You've been paying attention, I hope. What's a good guess?
So I'm going to say $17.13.
That was old Isaiah's shout out right there. Okay. That's good. That's good. He's paying attention. All right. So I'm going to lock him in at that. And I know the Alan Jackson's been writing them down. And if we got one more caller? Okay. All right. You're on the show with John Reap. Who am I talking to?
Hey, it's Shane in Virginia.
Shane from Virginia. How are you, buddy?
Doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. I'm rooting for everybody. I'm actually rooting for you as well, Shane, because I owe you an email. He reached out to me and Heffron about doing these Zoom things, and we have yet to respond to you, and that is John Heffron's fault. No. All right, Shane. All right, give me a good guess, buddy.
1751.
Everyone's staying in the 17 range.
That's a shame.
And then
isn't
you
it?
went 16.
I went 16, and I'm
My
the
face
winner.
lit up.
Yeah.
But there's another number.
Oh.
All right. That's it, right, the Alan Jackson?
I mean, there's more. If you want to take a couple
I
more.
mean, what time is it? It's 8:33.
We're good. We can do a couple more.
You want to do a couple more?
Yeah.
All right, look, I'm feeling very generous, and I want people to have a chance at this check. All right, you are on the show. John Reap here. Who am I talking to?
This is Brent Holiday from Washington Courthouse, Ohio.
Wow, Washington Courthouse, Ohio. Okay, I think I just talked to this dude in Nashville. Am I right?
No. I was actually on this podcast about 3 weeks ago.
Right. Okay, so
you were
was it always
hammered.
called Washington Courthouse, or was it called something else?
I think it's always been called that.
Yeah, I'm thinking somebody else. Okay. Thanks for calling in. You got a good guess for me?
I'm gonna go with my number from last time, and I'm gonna say $18.16.
Okay. $18.16. Also a very good year, 1816. A lot of things happened. I'm sure. I don't know. Lock him in, the Alan Jackson. Let's roll through one or two more. People have been waiting patiently. They sat here and listened to us read this whole letter from you. You're on the show with John Reap. Who am I talking to?
Yes, sir. Daddy, get off the damn phone. Hey, this is Glenn.
Yeah, Glenn, get off a damn phone. I'm trying to win this money up in here. Glenn?
Yeah, that's my daddy. That's my daddy, Earl.
That was Irwin?
Earl?
Yeah. Earl. Hope Earl's okay. So you guys are calling in from a landline.
No, not quite, but close.
Oh. I wonder how y'all get... Okay. Well, thanks for calling in. Where are you calling from again? Did I miss that?
Yeah.
I'm calling from Possum Trot, Georgia.
Possum Trot, Georgia.
I can't tell if this dude's screwing with us or not. Either way, I like it.
Yeah.
Possum Truck. He yells at his dad right when we
Actually, I'm calling from the Georgia-Tennessee line, basically. I'm right on the line.
Well, whoa, it's a different person now. I don't know who I'm talking about. What's your real name, dude? Is your name Daniel McFarland?
My name, no, my name is Glenn. Earl is my comedian name.
Oh, it's like a fake name.
I sniffed him out, and I'm not mad at this stuff. Look, I like it, and thanks for coming clean. I would have went with it. Yeah, I like this kind of stuff. You know. Well, thank you for calling in. All right, that was good.
You're welcome.
What's your guess?
Well, sir, I know you're a pretty famous actor, so I heard. I'm going to reckon that you got that thing on about $17.26.
$17.26. So says Earl or Glenn. We're not sure. Well, if you win this, I hope you split this check with your character.
Yeah, I'm going to go buy me some tobacco with it. I'm about out.
Well, I mean, if you get it right, you could get some. You could get some tobacco. Put him on hold, the Alan Jackson.
Hey, I appreciate you guys.
You're welcome. I love you.
Appreciate you guys.
You're welcome. Thanks for calling in. I didn't mean to cut you off. Do we have other people on the phone? Let's do one more. All right. This is the last one.
One more after this.
God, okay, one more after this. This is the next to last one. You're on the show with John Reap. Who am I talking to? Who am I talking to?
Mazikeen Merchandani.
Say it again.
Mazikeen Merchandani.
Magic King merchandise. What?
Mazikeen.
Maddie King? What did she say? Do you know?
I'll just say my real name, Sadie Powell.
Stephen Hoff. I have no idea what she said. Give me one name. Just
Sadie.
Stevie?
Sadie. Sadie.
Sadie.
Now, there's one I
There
can
you
understand.
go.
All right, Sadie, thank you for calling in. I'm afraid to ask you other questions. What is your guess?
I'm going to guess 1776.
Oh,
1776, bicentennial. People are liking these dates.
Mm-hmm.
Good pull on your history.
Thank you. Well, I'm a history minor.
Yeah. Well, 1776. That's a big one. All right. You want to do one more of the Alan Jackson?
One more, just because they've been on it a long time.
Yeah, let's do one more. And this will be the last one. All right. I hope you're writing all these down.
So, yeah.
Okay. All right. What? So you're on the show with John Reap. Who am I talking to?
Johnny Dorsey.
Dorsey! What's up, Dorsey?
What's happening, buddy?
Thanks for calling in, brother. You're the last one. You've been paying attention, I hope. What's a good guess?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Go for it.
All righty. I'm going to say 1702.
1702. All right. That is it. you're going to have to open that door because it's locked on the inside. Can you open the door?
I can.
And then hand this to one of the interns so that they can hand it to the Alan Jackson, who will look at the check and do some math. He's going to crunch the numbers, and we're going to find out who got the closest. Or did someone get it exactly right? We're going to find out. I liked your guess in the beginning. I got very excited. And that was genuine, by the way.
It was genuine.
That was genuine. See, and when we play this game, it's also like a fun poker game, right? Because I want you guys to read my face, like I said. And I wasn't prepared for how
confident I was when I said it, too.
Your guess was. All right, so I think your intern is running the check back in here for me to. Alan has done the math. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sean, Sebastian's intern. Thank you. All righty then. The Alan Jackson.
Yes.
I forgot how we do this part.
Well, you can go ahead and announce the check amount, and then I will tell you who the winner is.
Didn't we want to give people the closest one a second chance to get it exactly right?
I mean, you can.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was afraid of. Right out the gate, dude. Okay, so the amount of this check.
All right, so let me just tell you, the closest winner was Mr. Sebastian.
There we go.
Okay.
You got the closest.
He got the closest with his guess.
Because everyone else went too high.
I'm on a feast curve, brother, not a famine curve right now. I've got a fantasy football championship. I got $9.2 million, and I'm getting ready to win $16. What was my guess again, Alan?
Well, your guess was not right. It was just the closest.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
but I'm going to get it right now.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to just I'll give you $16 because he was so good. But I want to get a listener
Okay.
a chance to win.
I don't blame you.
Listener.
The
Would you like
closest listener. Let's get the closest listener. Do you know who that is? Without, I knew right out the gate when you said 16. I started going like,
I do. I've got the closest listener. If you want it.
all right, let's reveal who that person is.
All right, the closest listener.
And are they still on the phone?
Yeah, they are.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Who we got?
It's Dorsey.
Dorsey. All right, let's bring Dorsey. Dorsey is back on the phone with us. You got. Did I reveal the amount?
No,
Not
you have
yet.
not.
Okay.
Giving him a
Dorsey's
chance.
I was going to say that ruins the whole game.
Dorsey's guess was 1702.
My guess was 1646.
Yep. Okay, Dorsey. I'm going to give you another chance at this check. And I want you.
All right.
Is you want me to give you if it's an even number or if it's an odd number? Or do you want this to be, I don't know how else we could do it. I mean, do you want to just knock off the chain? No. All right. Choose even or odd. Dorsey.
Odd.
Odd?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're right. It is an odd number. Both sides of the decimal point are an odd number. It's not 16.
Oh.
It's not 17. Dorsey, give me another guess.
18.
I said odd.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Both sides of the decimal point.
I'm sorry. That was,
Both
that's
sides
the-
of the decimal point are odd
19.
number.
You said
Go
both-
below 16.
Both numbers are odd?
Yes, go below 16.
Okay, let's do 14. 1421.
Are you watching this live right now, Dorsey? Are you seeing my face?
Yes, I am.
Man.
Yes, I am.
Dorsey, okay, I thank you for calling in, man. I wanted you to win this, but I told you to guess odd twice, and both times you gave me an even number. An odd number is like a prime number. Can't be divisible by 2. I think that's the definition of an odd number. I don't know. But the first time I told you an odd number, you said you went 18.
Yep.
And then I said, no, odd number.
Yeah.
Then you went 14. Can you give me something between a 14 and an 18 that's an odd number and is below 16
17.
and 17? Please, Dorsey.
You said not do 15.
What?
You said don't do 15.
No,
I would
15
try.
is
I would
great.
shoot for that.
Go for 15 point and then another odd number after it.
1503.
That's a very close guess.
Is it?
$15.13. Better luck next time, Dorsey.
That's what I said, but I left out the one, John.
That's not what he said.
That's that Roanoke River math.
We got you.
That's that Roanoke River math, man. Come on.
We got you recorded, Dorsey.
We'll review the tape.
Look, you've called in a bunch of times. It's only $15.13. I'll send it to you. Just reach out to. What's the best way for him to reach out to us so we know it's Dorsey?
Go to countryish.com and fill out the contact us form and give us a way to reach you.
Yeah. Did you get that, Dorsey?
Yes, sir. What I'm going to do, John, is I'm going to take that money and I'm going to put it towards supporting the show because I told you last week that I was going to do so. So tell the people what I'm going to get, John, for being a supporter of your show.
Dorsey, I appreciate you, man. And here's the best to you in 2021, brother. All right. That's it for the game. That's how you play. How much is that screen? That's good for this one. Check. All right. All righty. Look, I do feel the need to mention one more thing before we go to a break. It's been a tough couple of days for my girlfriend, Jody. Her dad passed away, and shout out to her for being a great daughter because she has been there the whole time, held his hand, and now she's going through all this basically by herself, going through his place, organizing all this stuff. So shout out to Jody. Our condolences. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with more country-ish after this. Hello, Cincinnati. John Reap here, and I've got some fantastic news. I'm coming your way. I'm doing comedy at the Funny Bone in Liberty Township. Liberty Township, Funny Bone, John Reap. Come see me. That's January 15, 16, and 17. We'll see you there. Get the tickets. Hey, everybody. John Reap here. Just want to say thank you for listening or watching this podcast. We love it when you do that. Also, I want you to go cruising with me. That's right. Not in a car, in a ship. That's right. It's the Reaps Peeps Comedy Cruise. Check it out. If you go to johnreap.com, click on the Reaps Peeps Cruise. All the information you need is right there. It's in 2021. You got plenty of time. November the 6th through the 11th. We're going to a private beach in Haiti. We're going to Nassau. I'm doing stand-up. We're doing a podcast, and we're doing karaoke. 5 nights. It's going to be a blast. Get on the boat with me, John Reap, and the Reaps Peeps Cruise. Real quick, if you want to help us out, one way you can do it is give us a rating and a review at Apple Podcast. As you can see right behind me, so far we've gotten 234 ratings, all 5 stars, baby. That's what we want. Also, you can write a review. The last one was written on April the 10th, 2020, so we need some new ones. Go in there and be creative. Say nice things, please, and it will help us here at the studio keep the lights on and keep making funny country-ish podcasts. Thank you. And we're back. All righty. We have been going live this whole time, and you guys have been leaving comments on YouTube, on Facebook, and Twitter, and I'm curious to check in with my interns to see if anyone's left an interesting comment, Isaiah or Elliot, whoever.
Yeah, Kimberly is wanting to know when you'll be back in Hickory.
Oh, how's now, Kimberly? I live in Hickory. We do the show right here in Hickory. I am currently in Hickory.
Live from Hickory.
Yeah, thank you.
Live from Hickory.
At the beginning of the show, I say live from Hickory. So now, Kimberly.
So to come on by.
Yeah. All right. What about you, Elliot? Anybody leave anything?
Brett Godby said that he was at Zany's on the 30th and had a blast with you.
Oh, yeah. Brent Godley?
Godby.
All right. That's right. We had a good time. Sorry, I always get gassy. All right. Thank you. Any irons in the fire, by the way? I was going to ask you. Our intern, Elliot, the intern, sometimes reaches out for new guests and that kind of stuff. Gives us small town news stories. In fact, the small town news story we have today was presented to me by you. And I asked this question at the top of the show. Have you ever been bitten by a raccoon? I'm sorry, a squirrel. Or I'll take raccoon. Yeah. Leave that in the comments section because we want to know. And go ahead, Elliot, the intern.
Well, 2020 was a good year. I think we had some really great guests, and so I've been swinging for the fences for you. So I was kind of hoping to close 2020 out with a bang, and so I was reached out to Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Bruce Springsteen, but neither of those panned out. So we ended up going with your mom's hairstylist and that guy who puts the chemicals in your pool.
Oh yeah, he's great. Okay. It's the same guy.
Right.
Yeah, he's great.
That's why it was so easy to get him. But since my intern wasn't able to make it tonight, I'm going to have to defer to Isaiah.
Oh, Isaiah, go ahead.
So, did you watch wrestling in the mid to late, or wrestling? How about that? Did you watch wrestling in like the mid to late 90s?
What if I said no?
You didn't watch wrestling?
I said what if. I didn't. This is why you should never ask me questions. I ask the questions. It's country-ish with John Reap, young man. When you get your own podcast, you can ask me questions. We'll be right back. I'm just kidding. We were supposed to have this fake anger towards each other. Yes, I watched it. Now what?
So, are you familiar with the NWO?
That would be
the New World Order.
Yes.
It was a faction with Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
Right. I know who that is.
You know who that? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, this guy was responsible for signing Hulk Hogan.
Signing. Okay.
It's Eric Bischoff.
Oh. You should have led with that, dude. I know who that guy is. He makes some cookies that you get in the airplanes. Them Biscoff cookies.
He also has a good cookie butter, too.
Oh, well, see, it's all apropos. All right, so that'll be something to look forward to if you like wrestling. Eric Bischoff will be a future guest. Thank you, Isaiah and Elliot, the intern. Look, now we got to get to our guest because he's been holding as well. Very patient, very funny dude, and I'm proud to say he's a friend. I saw him in Nashville. We hung out together. You saw the picture of the guy. Please help me welcome the very funny Dusty Slay. And he's joining us right now, my good friend, very funny Dusty Slay. All right.
We're having a good time.
I think we are. How are you?
I'm doing great.
So I just had the pleasure of hanging out with Dusty this past weekend in Nashville. I did 4 shows, 2 New Year's Eve, and then 2 before that. And Dusty came and hung out, and we had a good time. We
did have a good time.
Yeah. And then we went to Reno Collier's place to watch some college bowl games and have steaks and ribs and fun and fellowship. And
yeah, it was great. And then Reno gave me an edible, and if you guys don't know what that is, it's drugs. And I took only half, and then I forgot that I had taken it. And then we're just hanging out, we're having a good time, and then all of a sudden I'm like, "What's wrong with me?" And then I'm like, "Oh yeah, I took drugs earlier." And
I couldn't tell. That you had taken anything. I know you mentioned it. You said it there. I think the funniest part, if I'm reminiscing about that time at Reno's, and by the way, Reno Collier makes excellent steaks and ribs. I mean, I picked out.
He does.
And the funniest part to me was just randomly looking over at Dusty, and maybe this is when the edible had kicked in. You had forgotten about the knife or the fork, and you're holding a steak as if it's like a sandwich, and you're just getting in there.
Oh yeah, I'm real sloppy. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I like, you know how on a steak sometimes the fatty part will have some meat up in there. Yeah. Like I don't want to eat the fat, but I want to get that meat out of there. Yeah. So you got to just get your teeth right in it.
I have no problem doing that either. I was just so happy to see another person doing it. Dusty, there have been many times where I have been traveling all day, And all I'm looking forward to is getting to the hotel room at a place where I know they got like a room service, and I will order room service, and I will, after they bring it to me, get in bed, take my shirt off, and I don't use utensils. I will pick it up and just eat it like that, because who am I trying to impress by myself? And I take my shirt off because I don't want to get my shirt. I know it's going to get on my chest, but I don't care.
That's the way we're supposed to eat. You know, I was watching Anthony Bourdain's show, whatever it was called, and he was eating food with some people in some country, right? I don't know any of the details. All I remember is this. They were all sitting around and they were about to eat, and they all had utensils. And he said, if I weren't here, would you be using these utensils? And they said no. So they all set them down and just ate with their hands.
Right. Oh, that's great.
I'm like, and that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like, we're all out here doing this. I'm like, let's get in there. You know?
I agree. And it is very hard to cut a steak with a fork and a knife when you're on a TV tray, when it's very wobbly, you know, or if you're on your lap and there's a lot moving around. It's like, we got the best utensils right here. My teeth and my fingers.
I know. We just get right in there, just rip it out. I went to Vegas one time. I got paid by the cigarette company Juul. I know they don't make cigarettes, but whatever they make, vape.
Yeah.
And I did, and they paid me very well. And I went one night and had a steak inside the Bellagio. That's where I was staying. And I would not spend this much on a steak, but I didn't know where else to go, and they were paying me pretty well.
Yeah.
So I went and got a steak, and then it was like had a bone-in steak. And I'm in this restaurant, the only guy with a hat like this, and I picked it up. Once I got to the bone, I picked it up and ate the meat around the bone. Yeah. I'm like, I'm already alone with the trucker hat in Bellagio. No one's expecting a lot out of me.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Well, man, that was a good time. I enjoyed hanging out with you. The shows I thought were pretty good.
And Steve Jessup was there too. My wife and Sandy, Reno's wife.
Yeah.
My wife Hannah, they were all there. We had a great time. Steve Jessup, Mark Ryan, but I guess everyone knows him as Steve Jessup.
Yeah.
It was great. Oh, and Brent Blakeney was there.
Yeah.
He was so hungover, he never said a word. I was like, are you okay?
Dude, on the way there, I drove us both there. I said, I could tell he wasn't feeling great, you know. I said, Brent, if you feel bad, I'll just use me as an excuse. We can get out of here. I don't expect us to be here more than a couple of hours. So we were already on a running clock as soon as we pulled in. Because, that New Year's Eve, I love Zanies. And for those of you who don't know, Zanies is not just the best club in Nashville. It might be the best club in the country.
It's the best. Being not biased at all, I travel all over the place. You do too. It's such a great club.
Yeah. It's a great club because the owner's great, the staff is great, it's got history, it's in a good area where there's a lot of talented people who live there and appreciate live performance and that kind of stuff. And you can run a Mack truck through the wall. They'll fix it the next day and have shows up. You can try and blow up the AT&T building. We're fine. No one dies. We're going to keep going along. It's great.
Yeah, we're ready. We'll write a song about it,
Yeah, yeah. In fact, I told you, I was like, should I do this joke or not? And I tried to joke on you and everybody in the green room, and it got a laugh, but I was still too hesitant to do it. I said something like, should I go on stage and say, real quick, an announcement, someone left their lights on. If the owner of a white RV wants to go outside to turn the lights off. Also, there's music blasting, and it smells like fertilizer.
I think the joke is great, but I said to you, I think you're going to scare people to death.
Yeah. It's not... See, there's a too soon thing, but I think too soon only applies if someone died. But the only person who died was the idiot who did this. And still, I didn't do the joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just being safe.
I just think it would have scared people. Have been like, they would have gone running out of there. You know?
Right. I want to know. See, I have a dentist appointment coming up tomorrow, and I hate going to the dentist because I have a tiny mouth and small lips, and there's hair around it, and it's very hard for them to get in there. And I can't open it very wide. So every time I go to the dentist, I have this conversation, which I hate having it because they think I'm joking, because they know me as John Reap, the comedian who lives here. I will walk in and I'll go like, go ahead and get the kid utensils because I have a small mouth and tiny lips. And they go, and I go, I am dead serious. I'm trying to save you time and me pain. Go get the kid utensils, that is made for a small mouth. So I'm not looking forward to that conversation tomorrow, and I'm also not looking forward. See, here's another thing I'll have that I do. If you go wash your car, do you wash your car and then go wash your car? Of course not. I don't brush my teeth or floss before I go to the dentist. I'm like, let's go. Do your job.
Well, I think that if I were taking, with that, I'm like, I almost want to do it before going to the dentist to kind of fool them into thinking I've been doing this.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I don't care.
I don't like the dentist. I got my mom has bad teeth. They don't look bad. Yeah. She gets work done. Yeah. And my dad has bad teeth. His don't look bad either because he goes to the dentist. He gets the work done. So I think I've inherited bad teeth from them. And then I also like candy, and I like Cokes, and I like coffee, and I like cigars, and I like to rip off steak with my hands and my teeth.
Yeah.
So my teeth, every time I go to the dentist, it's bad news.
Yeah.
And I thought that the dentist was scamming me. So I went to the dentist. He told me I had like 8 to 10 cavities that needed to be filled.
Wow.
The first time I went to the dentist and they told me I had 10 cavities, it was shocking. I used to tell people, and it was a joke I would tell on stage. Now this is the second time I've been, and they said I had 10 cavities. I'm like, at this point, I'm like, that's pretty standard for me. So I sent my wife to the same dentist. And I was like, if he tells you that you have a bunch of cavities, this is a scam.
Right.
No cavities. I was like, okay, so it's me. Wow. So I went to a whole
Let me ask you this. Had you not gone to the dentist in a while and then all of a sudden 10 cavities? Or was it 5 years in a row, 10 cavities again?
No, it had been like 8 years.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, to some people that's disgusting, but I just don't. I mean, I brush my teeth. I don't think the dentist is doing a lot. You know what I mean? I'm not mad at them.
Right.
But when they get in there and do cavities, I think they are. But I went to a holistic dentist. I'm all about holistic medicine.
Yeah, sure.
And I walked in there and I wanted to get some mercury fillings removed. I had all these mercury fillings from when I was a kid, and mercury is poison. Right? They tell you if you break a mercury thermometer, that's bad news.
Yeah.
But yet they're like, let's put it in the teeth. Right?
Yeah. Right.
So I wanted to get those removed, but you got to find somebody that specializes, or they could really hurt you.
Oh, wow.
So I went and my dentist, she said, we can take these out, no problem. But she's like, you got some other issues we need to deal with right away. And, so that was the cavities that the other dentist told me I had. So the 2020 was good for me in that I got to get a lot of dental work done.
Okay.
Without having to worry about doing shows after.
Let me ask you this. When they feel 8 to 10 cavities, do they do this all in one sitting? Or is
no. They try to do one side at a time.
Right.
I had some real numbness. I had some real stuff going on. I even got one tooth pulled and I got an implant put in. I don't believe in root canals either. I think those are bad.
Okay.
This is why I think that, for a long time I said, I don't know why we have roots, right? I don't know why our teeth grow in that way. But if they do, maybe we ought not rip the root out of there, right?
Okay. All right.
And so these nerves, they're all connected to the brain, And those things are all connected to different parts of the body. So when you eat, your teeth send signals to other parts of the body what's coming in.
Sure.
And what you're eating. And it lets the digestive tract know what's happening. So when you get a root canal, you're shutting down some part.
Oh, that's interesting. I haven't ever thought of it that way.
I had one root canal done in 2004. I didn't know anything about what was happening. And then after that, I've been, now I won't do it. I won't do a root canal. That's what you got to.
What's necessary? What has to happen in order for you to get a root canal? Like the whole tooth has to be like, they're saying like, we can't save this and we're trying to save the rest of your jaw from rotting off. So we have to do a root canal. Is that what it is? I forgot.
Yeah, I think, they drill into your tooth and then they remove the root. Yeah. So then you just have a dead tooth that usually they grind down and then put a crown over it.
Okay. Well,
but I just had a dead tooth.
Yeah.
For like, what year is it? 2020? 21?
Yeah.
So I had it since 2004. So I had a dead tooth for like 16 years.
Wow. Yeah.
And they say my dentist was like, it actually looks pretty good, but they say it can get infected and rot because your body is like, it doesn't understand why this dead tooth is in your mouth. They're like, why is this thing in here?
We have to kill this thing.
Yeah, so it's trying to get rid of it.
Yeah. See, look, I also, okay, so as a comedian, we don't have, when you start off, you don't get 401ks, you don't get medical, you don't get dental, right? If you're a road
What do you mean when you start off? Do you got that now?
Well, Screen Actors Guild, I mean, that's not comedy, though, but I'm just saying in general, as comedians, we don't have the same benefits because we don't have these regular jobs. And so for years,
currently I have none of those things, just for the record.
I feel like you could probably get something if you wanted to. But now, I mean, when I started comedy, like 1998, all the way up until I moved to Los Angeles, and a couple years into it, I didn't see a dentist for a long time. I, too, had some cavities. These front four teeth are veneers right here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And that's because these lower teeth were chipping away at the front ones here and then ruining these teeth. So the only way to fix that was to pull. I've had braces. I've had 6 teeth pulled over the course of my life. This mouth was a hot mess for a long time, but I'm slowly getting it figured out now.
When I was younger, they told me I needed braces, and my dad said this. He goes, we'll just pull one of them out and let the others just fill in. And then he laughed, and then we never got braces.
And did you get anything pulled?
No. He just said that, and then we moved on.
You have got a show at Zany's tonight.
I do have a show, yeah.
What time's your show at Zany's tonight?
7:00. Dusty Slay's Grand Ole Comedy Show.
Yeah.
It's going to be a hot show. I got Corey Knox, Ashley Corby, Aaron Weber.
Oh, yeah.
And John Hickok of Hickok 45.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's going to be great.
For the rest of Dusty's tour dates, go to dustyslade.com. He's going to be in Memphis, Portland, Des Moines.
Only that Des Moines is left. Memphis and Portland just got canceled today.
Oh, man, you're like me. You're like me. I don't update this thing until it's too late.
Yeah, they're not canceled. They're just postponed and moved.
Yeah. Postpone's a way sweeter word than canceled.
Right. They're like, we're postponing it, and you'll do it next year. And I'm like, okay, so you're canceling this year. No, we're postponing.
Yeah, we're going to reschedule it.
Yeah, but you would bring me back once a year. Yeah. So you're canceling
this year. But not this year. All right, Dusty. I'll talk to you later, buddy. I appreciate you doing this.
Thank you, John. I had a great time. Thanks for having me.
All right. Thank you, Dusty Slay. Love that guy. I could listen and talk to that dude all day. All right. It's time to move on, though, to, dare I say, what might be the anchor of the show. You know, Sebastian, there's a lot of stuff going on in the news right now. A lot of negative stuff, you know. It's all about politics and pandemics. We don't do that on this show. No. You know what I mean? We like to have the happy-go-lucky, fun, goofy things, the stories that fall through the cracks. You know what I mean? We like to find them, dissect them, have fun with them. Thank you, the Alan Jackson. Take it away, Justin Clyde.
We're just small town dudes with small town news, breaking stories of crimes committed you never do. Mind your P's and Q's or they'll cover you. The town may be small, but the news is huge.
Alrighty, Sebastian, what do we got today?
Headline: Aggressive squirrels terrorizing Queens neighborhood.
I've heard of these things.
Aggressive squirrels. We got a video with this, but I wanted, before we get into the video, we'll do that at the end.
Yes.
I was wanting you to go through some of this.
Okay, I looked this up too. A lot of people sent it to me. Like I said, Elliot sent me a link to this story, and I had to get into it. So I will read it. We'll jump in. And we'll just go through it, and we'll show the video at the end. A family from Rego Park, Queens, shared a video of a squirrel gnawing on their mailbox and lunging at them to illustrate the ongoing ordeal that they and their neighbors are dealing with. So squirrels gnawing at a mailbox.
Wow.
In the beginning. And I'm like, what is in this mailbox? What's in the mailbox? By the way, we do have a gift to open at the end of the show. Don't worry, we're going to get to what's in the box. So what kind of squirrel gnaws at a mailbox? What's in the mailbox is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
What's in there?
What do you think it is?
Coupons for Planters Peanuts? I don't know. Do you think it's those little coupons for bath salts and beyond?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe it's junk mail. You know,
it could be junk mail.
People love eating junk food. So maybe squirrels like junk mail.
You never know.
The squirrels have been randomly attacking people, anywhere from jumping onto them to scratching them and biting aggressively. They said, "We don't know why it's happening." That's what they're saying. We don't know. There's just random attacks going on.
Random squirrel attacks.
Random squirrel. One squirrel was seen wearing an I Heart New York shirt and shouted, "Screw you, Rick Moranis." I'm looking to see if the Alan Jackson liked that one. That was in the news, too.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. I like that.
Thank you. Rick Moranis was attacked.
Yeah, he was attacked. With the guy that had I love New York shirt on.
Other residents have had roughly 20 unprovoked run-ins with a few highly aggressive squirrels since Thursday. And to me, this is a straight-up squirrel, dude. Straight up New York squirrel.
Because they're a New York squirrel.
With that attitude up there. You know how they are. They're a bunch of rude, furry a-holes up there. You know, they scratch you, they bite you, they hold up their middle claw.
They hold up their middle claw.
Yeah, no one messes with the chipmunks.
Yep. Well, you don't have this problem in southern squirrels, though.
No, southern squirrels
Very
are nice.
polite.
They'll walk you hold your hand out. They walk up, they'll eat it, and they'll do like this.
They'll stop in front of your car and just let you run straight over them and not even move.
That's right. You can kill them up down here. We don't care.
Yeah.
They don't care.
They don't care.
They commit
They're
suicide.
polite.
They're polite squirrels in the South.
South.
At first, they laughed while watching home surveillance footage at what they thought was an isolated incident of a squirrel scampering up a delivery dude's leg. And they were like recording it and thought that, well, this is just one time. But
Why do you think you went up his leg?
I mean, come on. It's nuts up there. Squirrels love nuts.
They do love nuts.
They all love it, whether you're a southern squirrel or you're a New York
They all
squirrel.
love nuts.
They're all going for the nuts, man.
Those squirrels got balls, didn't they?
At least 2 residents had to seek medical attention. One resident allegedly had a squirrel jump on her back and either claw or bite through 4 layers to break her skin. And she eventually went to the emergency room to be treated for at least 6 bites. And I'm like, that's what happens when your moisturizers have peanut butter oil in it. You know, you got to be careful with moisturizer you use.
This is her problem.
This is
her fault.
That's my guess.
Peanut oil, is that what you're saying?
Peanut oil sometimes slips into moisturizers, or could be, and I've read about these vampire squirrels.
Vampire squirrels.
They have a thirst for blood. They're out for blood. They need the blood. So if this is your problem, vampire squirrels, you're going to need a crucifix and some holy water. That's what you're going to need to get rid of vampire squirrels.
In New York.
I believe they're just indigenous to, well, I think they started in Pennsylvania.
Oh, they worked their way up.
They moved to New York. I like looking at Alan. I like making Alan laugh. Yeah, she said the next thing. Oh no, yeah. So she had to fight the squirrel off, right? And she said the next thing I know, it was an MMA cage match against this squirrel, and she's losing. And I thought that would be a great wrestling character, you know, because
you're doing wrestling.
You've had people like. I don't know if Bischoff ever did a character where he was a squirrel or some sort of rodent, but I could see, you know, in wrestling, someone like, you know, and here comes Rocky the flying squirrel flying out of a tree with a Superman punch, puts you in a near. Fuck that. I screwed that part up.
I don't think there's ever been a gimmick like that.
There's no like flying squirrel. I feel like there's a ginger dude who was like a red squirrel. Was that a person? We have to research that.
They've had plenty of weird gimmicks, but never a squirrel.
Never a squirrel, and you know they're deceptive,
sneaky.
Well, here's what they do. This is what I love and hate about squirrels. They look so cute and adorable, and they got these little hands, and they'll eat and they'll stop, and they'll start eating again, and they just look precious with their big eyes.
Yeah.
And they got this tail that's just doing this, like, don't pay attention to my face. Look at this.
That's hypnotizing you.
Yeah, they try to distract you.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in New York,
they're gnawing you.
They're going for blood. And she goes on to say, my husband was attacked, and he's an ex-Marine. He said he literally had to fight the squirrel, and he felt like it was a real fight with the squirrel. And she said he doesn't use a real fight loosely. Like he thinks he really had to fight the squirrel. And the more I read it, the more I start thinking. So I don't think it's a vampire squirrel anymore. Now I think this is some sort of like, because it's military, dude. This guy's an ex-Marine. This is like a terrorist squirrel.
A terrorist squirrel.
Right. A terrorist squirrel. You know, like an ISIS squirrel. Or a Taliban red tail. You've heard of the Taliban red tails?
The Taliban red tail squirrel.
Yeah. I mean, what's next? An Al-Qaeda cicada? I'm testing.
So you got three. I got all your squirrel references there.
Al-Qaeda cicada?
Yeah.
Come on.
You've heard of the Sadaka song?
I think it is. I like Al-Qaeda cicadas.
Yeah. Oh my God.
All right. Hang on. I'm almost done with this. She was also vaccinated for rabies as a precaution, so that's good to know. There's not going to be a new pandemic out there. Rabies 19. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's.
You think they're planted?
Maybe it's China.
Could be.
Maybe it's not
China
terrorists.
squirrels?
Maybe it's not vampires. It's straight up from China. Maybe they're working on a new. Yeah, maybe it's Gopher 19. That we're going to worry about in the future. Yeah, where was I? Oh yeah. Residents are concerned because their neighborhood is home to a lot of elderly people and children. When being able to go outside has been a respite from the pandemic, even in the colder months, many are keeping their children indoors. They told they try to call the city and the health department, and it's gone nowhere. Like they're not responding to them, they're not answering the phone calls, and that's New York for you.
Well,
that is New York government at its finest, right there.
Well, I'm gonna go out on a limb.
Okay.
Go out.
That's my fault. I was reading ahead.
You threw.
I wasn't listening.
Squirrel references out. I've only got one.
That was good.
But isn't gun control in New York? Can't have guns. No guns in New York, right?
Sure, I think so.
Could you have a BB gun?
I'm not sure.
If you
could,
you
probably can't have anything that looks like a BB gun.
I mean, if one squirrel gets taken out by a BB gun, they tell the rest. You wouldn't have this problem in New York.
That's right. And just leave them there. Just leave the body laying there. This is what happens.
Yeah.
When you try to attack humans.
Yeah.
That wouldn't happen in the
Hang
South.
them up somewhere.
That only happens.
Hang them up on the mailbox.
Right. Put them on the freaking power lines. Yeah. It's felt like a pair of shoes. This is what happens. When you try to defund animal control,
Oh, that's
this is what
you're
happens.
doing. You can't defund animal control.
That's right. The New York City Health Department received a complaint about an aggressive squirrel at the park and advised property owner to hire a New York licensed trapper.
Ooh, a trapper.
Yeah, do they even have those in New York?
I've never heard. I don't know
Was that
what
the
a
guy from
trapper.
MASH? What is his name? Trapper something?
Trapper John.
Trapper John MD. Was he a? Oh yeah, he was a medical doctor.
Yeah.
They said we are actively working with the residents to get more information about the bite events. I like how they call it a bite event, and coordinating with the trapper. A department. It's the trapper. So they have one trapper in New York that's licensed, apparently, according to this.
One squirrel
article.
trapper in New York.
Yeah. They're coordinating with the trapper, not a trapper, other trappers.
The only trapper.
The trapper. A department spokesman said squirrels and many other rodents are rarely found to be infected with rabies. If New Yorkers believe that they have observed an animal infected with rabies, they should report it. Any resident who has been bitten should contact their doctor and report it to the department's animal bite unit. And see, this is where they need a real country guy.
I agree with you.
You know, like I said, this wouldn't happen down here. You know, this wouldn't be a problem. Maybe they should let the Tiger King out of jail.
Yeah. Just send him up there on probation to save the country.
Right. It's like,
Joe,
you're trying to get out of jail. You're asking for a pardon anyway from Trump. Did you know about this?
No.
Oh, yeah. He reached out to Trump. He's like, hey, dude, come on.
Hey, Trump's got 18 days.
Let me out of here. That's what Trump should do. He's from
should.
New York.
He should.
He's like, you're welcome. Tiger King is back out. We killed
the world is right.
Right? And we have a new season of Squirrel King.
Squirrel Hunters.
On Netflix,
Yep.
right? Yeah, they should call either him, the Turtle Man, or Billy the Exterminator. There's a lot of people they could reach out to, I think. Some of the residents in the community did get together to hire private trappers, and that cost $1,000.
Whoa, $1,000.
Yeah, that they're having to pay.
Listen,
yeah,
let's reach out to them. I know 4 to 6 guys, including myself, that would go up there for a 24-pack of beer.
Right.
And we could take care of some squirrels.
Now, I'd like to see these squirrels, and I think there might be a video.
Yeah, let's watch.
Do we want to? Hey, Alan, can we? The Alan Jackson. Let's watch this video. And I saw a little bit of this before the show, and it's real quick. The squirrel jumps from the mailbox on the wall into the door.
This is the mailbox he's gnawing on.
Yeah, we don't see the gnawing part. We have to take their word for it. But we see this squirrel dude, flying straight into the door. Okay, let's watch it. There it is.
This is video taken
real
by
quick.
The family of a squirrel gnawing on their mailbox and then trying to lunge at them.
They have been randomly attacking people.
So is that a federal offense, gnawing on
onto them to scratching and biting aggressively?
I feel like it ought to be.
As first
we should
reported
be
by
at the
the Forest
FBI.
Hills
Oh yeah,
Patch,
pause
the
it real quick.
Sings
That is a federal offense.
FBI should be called in right now.
100%.
Homeland Security.
You cannot mess with mailboxes.
No.
That is a federal crime. Now look, I'm glad you paused it right there, the Alan Jackson, because I want to show everybody. Right, that's the mailbox. That's the door.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Door, the squirrel went,
Well, I was thinking from the road over. I'm like,
that's the difference between country and New
yeah,
York.
we don't have
See,
them.
our mailboxes are like a mile from
we
the front
lazy.
door.
Yeah.
It's right there. So maybe we start there. Maybe we put mailboxes on trees. And it's like, well, here, you're already here.
Yeah.
Just come on down, get the mail, leave it at the door. I'll leave you some nuts. It's a compromise.
Yeah.
All right, so this is that family. Let's continue, the Alan.
Since Thanksgiving, the residents of Rego Park, Queens have had roughly 20 unprovoked run-ins with a few highly aggressive squirrels.
There's definitely something going on. I'm not sure what it is or why it's happening. My bet is that they're ill, that there's something that's gotten into them.
At least 2 residents had
Ill?
to seek
They're
medical
ill.
attention. One included a trip
Sick
to
of
the
quarantine.
emergency
Hey, pause
room
it.
for
So,
vicious
yeah, look at that.
Cut her
so
whole
this
finger
lady,
gnawed her finger off.
Thank you. I'm assuming the pinky's part of it, but the camera's focused on her forearm, which is, I don't know, swollen.
Yeah.
You know, that could be other stuff. I don't know if it's just from the bite.
I don't know if it's the peanut oil because she's looking dry.
She is looking dry. Maybe she could use a little peanut oil. But yeah, it looks like maybe it's healed. But see those little bite? Yeah, it looks like. But then the pinky. That part of it?
Pinky's bit slips. They just put that on there to hide the nub.
Oh, they're trying to distract us.
Yeah, that's the nub. That squirrel took that up to the tree.
So you're saying that bandage is longer than her actual pinky?
You know, if you would touch it, it just
fall down.
Wow. I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Man, them New York Squirrels don't play.
They don't play, man.
Let's continue.
Where a resident was bit 6 to 7 times.
Next thing I know, it's an MMA cage match and I'm losing.
Residents are concerned because this is a neighborhood with a lot of elderly people and children. They tell me that calls to the city, animal control, and the health department have gone nowhere.
My last call with 311 was pretty frustrating because I understand at this point that the city does not consider them rabid. But what if there's something else? Because if you watch our videos or even listen to the accounts of the residents.
Oh, wait, pause it. You know what she's suggesting? All right, so she's saying that the health department, the animal control is not responding because they don't say that they're rabid with rabies. So what she's saying, what if it's something else?
Vampires, what you're talking about.
Vampire squirrels?
Vampire.
Terrorist squirrels? Zombie.
Could be zombie squirrels.
Yeah.
You can't kill them.
You can't, right. You have to actually blow their head off.
Oh, is that how you kill them?
I think. It could be different zombie squirrel rules out there I don't know about. You know what I mean? But that's what she's saying. She's like, well, what if it's not rabies? What about other things? All right, let's continue.
There's nothing about this behavior that is provoked.
In a statement to Fox 5, the public health department had, quote, received a complaint about an aggressive squirrel in Rego Park and advised the property owner to hire a New York State licensed trapper, adding that squirrels are rarely rabid.
If it was a dog or raccoon, they would help us, but they're like, oh, you have to get a licensed trapper. Okay. But so these trappers are like $1,000.
Yeah, so they have to spend their own money.
Wildlife. They're in the wild. The city is not inclined, I think, to do much because of that.
In Rego Park, Queens, Jennifer Williams, Fox 5.
So, I mean, it sounds like bath salts to me.
Is that what your final
do you remember when bath salts was a thing? Like when bath salts first came out and people were eating faces off?
Yeah.
And they were like...
Yeah. So you think the squirrels have got in a load of bath salts?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like maybe like what's that? Bed Bath and Beyond.
And Beyond salts.
What's the one in the mall?
I don't know. How many of those are there? There's Bed Bath and Beyond. There's another one that's like that. Bath something.
Bath Work. Huh?
Bath and Body Works.
Bath and Body Works.
I had to finish that thought because I knew that's what you were trying to say. I don't know. Obviously, it's not that, but something's going on with these squirrels in New York, and I hope they figure it out.
And if you need us,
call
us.
Countryish.com.
24
We'll
pack.
put you in touch with a guy from Canada who has access to $9.4 million and could hire a couple of trappers.
We'll get them. We'll get the trappers.
Yeah.
I'll pay for them myself once I get my money.
You're a good guy.
It's the new year.
Hey, the town might be small, but the news is huge. Watch out for them squirrels, everybody. All right, I think we had a good time up in here. Did you have a good time?
Had a good time, brother.
This is where we reflect. Oh, wait.
Oh.
Thank you. The Alan Jackson always. We have some.
Who's in the box? Oh, what's in the box? What's in the box? Oh, what's in the box?
We have a gift to you from Isaiah. Apparently, he forgot to give this to you, or why did this not get opened on the
Sean
Christmas
left
episode?
before I could give him the gift. Like I was giving you yours, and while I was giving you your gift, he up and left.
Well, I feel bad, Isaiah.
Why?
Well, I didn't bring you anything. You know those awkward moments when you're...
Yeah.
And you're like, man, I just feel
Now,
bad.
wait, before you open this,
okay,
I would like to say something. I don't know what this is.
Okay.
I don't. But I know how this young man's mind works. And I'm telling everybody right now who might be sensitive.
If you have children in the room,
don't don't watch this part because I don't know what's in here. I know it's going to be something sexual and
Surely
perverted.
No, it's not nothing sexual.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Well, thanks for thinking about me, Isaiah.
Oh, he even provided the knife.
Provided a knife.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here.
What's in the box? Oh, it's coasters. Oh, I like coasters. Oh, of course.
Oh.
Hang on, let me hold that.
Yeah.
They all say the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, some of them say different stuff.
No, it does
okay.
say different things.
All right.
We have a couple different
So we got
things here.
coasters. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Probably
6 coasters.
6
it looks
coasters.
Like. And they all say funny, hilarious things on them.
Yes.
I'll pick one that I can read. Here's one. By the way, we could say anything we want, but we are trying to get sponsors. And here's one that says, "Please don't stain my table, douchebag."
Yes.
There you go. Always a good message for your guests.
Yep.
And I put that right there. Now, the other one says, "Don't F up the table, please. Please be considerate, biatches."
Yep. That's all of them.
Is
They
that
all
it?
have the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
it's actually a perfect gift, Isaiah. I'm put these in my condo because I don't like people setting their stuff on my furniture.
I have a beef with coasters.
Oh, speaking from the guy who has his face on a coaster.
Yes, this is true. This is very hypocritical of me.
Yeah.
I have my own coasters that are out there. I use them as like promotion for stuff. Every comedy club, they sell drinks. They need coasters. I'm not talking about them kind of coasters. I'm talking about ones that are heavy like this.
Yeah.
Because not every time. There have been times where I put my drink on a coaster and I lift my drink up and the coaster sticks to the bottom of the drink. And as I'm bringing it, it falls.
Yeah.
And I don't need that in my life.
Yeah.
So you can have all of these as far as I'm concerned.
If you put a little salt on it, you don't have that problem.
A little salt.
Yeah, but then you got salt all over.
Then you got to worry about squirrels.
Yeah.
Bath salt squirrels.
Yep.
All right. Look, thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, and share. I got tour dates. I'm back out there. I'll see you soon, Cincinnati. I'll see you soon, Omaha, Nebraska. I will be in Cincinnati, Ohio, the 15th through the 17th. Actually, it's Liberty Township, Funny Bone. I'll be in Omaha, Nebraska, Funny Bone, the 28th through the 30th, all this month. These are January tour dates. For the rest of my tour schedule, go to johnreap.com. Click on the tour dates. We got merchandise there. Check out our podcast, our website sometime, countryish.com. Still doing cameos. Check out Ginger Beardman on Amazon Prime, Ginger Payne on YouTube. That's it. For Elliot the intern. For Isaiah the intern. I'm screwing this up. For Amar. For Sean's new intern back there with the hat on. Marcus Stamos and the Alan Jackson and Sebastian and all my bumpkins. I'm John Reap. Bicycle.
Well, life on the farm is kind of laid back, but I wouldn't know that I'm from a cul-de-sac. Don't chew tobacco and I don't smoke crack. Thank God I'm country-ish. Well, a simple kind of life, never did me no harm, but I do know a guy with only one arm. Keep your fancy smartphones and your self-parked cars. Thank God I'm country-ish. Well, I got a podcast that'll make you giggle. It ain't number one, it's right in the middle. The town's not big, but it ain't too little. It's time for country-ish.
Hey everybody, it's me again. I just want to say thank you for listening or watching this podcast. You know, we couldn't do this without supporters like you. Oh wait, are you not a supporter? Well, you could be. It's real simple. Go to countryishpodcast.com. Click on the word support. That will take you to our Patreon page. That's our support page. And from there, you can support us many different ways. There's different levels. You got $5 and up. You got Pewter Pro, Rhinestone level, Executive Zirconia, all the way up to Platinum Elite. And all of them come with different rewards. We're talking hats, t-shirts, ginger beard masks, even be a guest on the show. You got to check out our Patreon page. Go to countryishpodcast.com, click on support, and thank you.